Hello everyone, Praise Good here, and welcome back to more Tears of the Kingdom. Last time we finished getting all the pieces of the Glide armor set, and now we're doing the Sky exploration kind of how I intended to. But even if I have to play the game's game, I can still do things my way. Let's do one of this, just gather up all this stuff. Gather up all the stuff nearby by doing this. Gather, okay. Oh, I don't have a steering column anymore. I'll have to I can't fabricate it either, so put all this stuff down. Yeah, I can't fabricate a steering column, and to get it back, I'd have to warp away, so whatever. We'll just work with this. Alright, now that we have this, I may save this monstrosity too, just so I don't have to do this ever again. So, it's a pretty simple build. And I should have just done what the game asked me the first time around, instead of stubbornly saying, no, I don't want to. But we're here now. Fan on the back. Crystal. Just anywhere on it. I'll put it up here by me just to be safe. And let's just save this as our last favorite. We cannot hold any more favorites, I'm pretty sure. Now that's done, let's fly out. So with this big old boat of a contraption, it doesn't steer well at all, like in the slightest. It has no steering capabilities. But because it does have anti-gravity on its side, you can use it to like float slightly above land, and if like there's gentle inclines in the landmass, you can just go up over it. Also, I think if we pull back on it like this, it will... Does it not angle up? I don't think it's going up. Also, I see that... Okay, I'm curious enough. Hold on. We have plenty of battery, and I don't think this is all going to fade on me, so we're just going to do this. I just realized how dangerous it's going to be if it does fade. So I do see that on the side of this platform, which that means that's another type of... This is another type of Korok, if that's the case. Oh, do I have to hit... Do I have to hit it with Yunobo? That, or I just missed my shot. Okay, hold on. I guess I have to hit it with Yunobo if I'm going to do that. Okay, never mind. I don't know the solution to that one. I'm just going to let that be for now. Let me bring it around town. But yeah, like, it doesn't move too fast. These platforms don't move too fast. And because it's such a large platform and not moving too fast, it's going to hog up so much power to get what you want to do. So like, other than the fact that it'll just slowly slide up soft inclines, there's no benefit to this platform whatsoever. Zero. Nil even. You'd be better off trying to use a rocket, finding a way to attach this gem to your shield, grabbing another shield to climb with to fly up with a rocket and then come over here. You can't do that because you can't attach these gems to shields, but it is a thing. But it is a possibility, or it would have been a possibility if that was the case, and it'd be better to do it that way. Anyway, now that I've done explaining for 500 million and a half hours how these big platforms and moving this stuff around works, let's get our shrine finally. Also, there might be a sneeze coming up. Oh my gosh. I'm like trying to stop my body from having a sneeze right now. At least not right in a second. Of course, when I'm going to cut away, now it's going to be like, oh yeah, now you can sneeze. Now I don't have to sneeze. 'Tis a gimme shrine. 'Tis a gimme shelter shrine. Which, excuse me, speaking of gimme shelter, that reminds me. I never watched the whole thing, but this is like some of the things I'll put on the background if I'm working on something, or if I'm falling asleep, oddly enough. Don't ask how I can fall asleep with this kind of thing ringing in my ears. But sometimes when I'm falling asleep and I want something on for white noise, I'll put on a task or a total assisted speedrun or a speedrun in general on my computer and go to bed. And lately, my task of choice... Oh, I went right past chest already, didn't I? As of lately, the tool assisted speedrun that's popped up lately has been... Wait, what do you mean nearby down? I can't be that close already. Oh, zoom in. I'm going towards it, okay. The speedrun I've been watching a lot of lately, or that popped up lately. Oh, it's right over there. I see it. Hopefully that is the one it's talking about. The speedrun that did pop up as of recent was, oh, I don't want this to use this bow up. Where's one of my royal bows? One of the speedruns that has popped up as of late has been a tool-assisted speedrun of Sonic Battle. The GBA game that was oddly competent for being a GBA fighting game. Another treasure chest. Back inland. Okay, good. It was actually an oddly competent GBA fighting game, and I actually played a good chunk of that game myself via some means. I was still in my teens. Don't get on me. But yeah, I played a good chunk of that game in my own time. Oh, it's on you. Where do I want to go first? Well, first of all, this is done. That is the way I want to go, actually. So I guess putting a rocket on you or using the air balloon from down below. Oops, Saflina. Yeah, using you to get more air. I'm going to use you. But I did play through that game in my youth, and actually, like, I beat a good chunk of that game without understanding how you're actually supposed to do it. There's a lot more tech to that game than I ever gave it credit for at any point in my life. But, what am I hitting? What am I hitting? What am I hitting? I don't know what I hit. Anyway, there's actually a lot more tech to that game than I ever gave it credit for, and I never understood the tech. Go up and around it, please. Please. Fine. I'll fix it. There's actually a lot more tech to the game than I gave it credit for. With fighting games, I'm not that skilled at them, so I don't try and learn tech with a game like that. I just assume I'm going to do it wrong, and then I'll play it however I feel like. Which is not a good mindset to have, but still. But yeah, I played that game, but back on track. The tool-assisted speedrun of that game, like, I'm watching it played, and it's just like, well, they start you off with Sonic. Of course, they start you off with Sonic, because, sorry, I'm paying attention to make sure it's not, like, gonna snap to down below. It's not. Okay, good. Which means it's on the island ahead of us. Actually, just to make this a little bit easier, let me go ahead and activate that shrine up there first. Yeah, let me activate that shrine first. Also, just for my own sake, let me make sure I mark this as the next place to go. Actually, I can go there right now, and then loop back around to that treasure, to whatever that construct is hiding. But yeah, I did play that game. You know, it starts you off with Sonic because it's just for easy mode to get you to understand it. And you go through the entire Burger King Kids Club of Sonic characters in that game to, like, be like, oh, hey, this is how you do this, and this is why you should have each character unlocked. And keep in mind, this game was made with, like, the Sonic Adventure games primarily in mind. Maybe a little bit of Sonic Heroes, but that's it. Yeah, like, that's all they really had the idea for the game, with the game at all. But I'm watching somebody play, I'm watching the task of this game. It's just like, okay, Sonic, you have your full moveset, whatever. You have your full moveset, that's cool. Oh, I guess we're gonna do a shrine first, my bad. My bad. And I so far have only watched the, ow. That doesn't count? Put your defenses down, dang it. I don't have room for this shield, it's fine. I have other ways around it. But yeah, like, they started you off Sonic, you know, I've said that like 5 times now, so I'll stop. But then, like, occasionally you'll swap over to Emerald, which is the build your own character part of the whole game. And using Emerald, starting off, is a chore. Like, imagine playing Smash Brothers, and you are given Mario, and have access to Jab 1, Jab 2, and best case scenario, up special. That's what that game does to you sometimes. But yeah, that is what the game does to you sometimes when it comes to it, like how to get through everything and whatnot. But the craziest thing to me, I might just use Flameproof and just walk through that coming up here, I'm not gonna lie. They want you to, like, defeat that guy over there and steal his shield and use it that way. But I'm going to actually just cheat and use armor for this. I don't know if this will work, but I'm going to try it. Nope. So that means I'm going to have to lose a shield. If I don't... Yeah, I haven't broken any shields, so I'm going to have to lose one probably. But yeah. They basically expect you to go through that whole game. Or they expect to, like, they slowly build up the character. You slowly build up the character over time. And then by the end of the game, like, you actually get that character, you get Emerald as your own story for that game. But by the time you get to that point, you know, like, he's dummy strong. Like, he has all the whatever moves you think are the best for you as a player. You have those moves. Okay, this works. I don't have to drop the shield. Lol. But yeah, they don't. Yeah, they get to a point where, like, they know you can't really. Oh, I didn't get high enough. Whatever. But they get to the point where you've made your ultimate creation, and he gets his own story because it's just like, okay, what is his purpose? We've been following him for so long. What is that character's purpose? And at the end of the game, it's just like, oh, yeah, he's gone. Now he knows his purpose. He's gone haywire. Caveat to that. Hey, you have to take Sonic, a character you haven't touched off for the last 30 to 40 hours of the game, and beat your own ultimate creation that you've designed to basically take on not only the final boss of the game, but also, if you're going for completion, the secret boss of the game, which of course is stronger than the final boss of the game, with Baby's first fighting game character, effectively. But anyway, I go on that whole tirade just to come back around to say, yeah, I have been having that on occasionally when I've been going to sleep, just to kind of, for some reason, lull me sleep. And don't ask me how, something with the GBA sound font, I'm able to fall asleep through. Anybody who knows the Game Boy Advance's sound font knows that is not sleep-worthy in the slightest. Anyway. Now I'm done that tirade. But yeah, I don't even know how I even got started on that at this point. But I'm gonna have to switch off armor. Link, you're gonna have to deal with the cold for half a second, because we're going in deep. Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? There, on the foot? Really? That better be a tier 1. It's a tier 1. I don't believe it. This is the tier 1's flux construct. Oh, we're done here. We're done? We're done. Me dum-dum, you give me gum-gum. Sorry, I don't know where that popped up. I'm pretty sure that's from an anime that I have not watched. That's another thing entirely. Okay, this is just... By the way, if any of the homies like are watching this and they think I'm using this as a way to be petty, I'm not. I understand the irony in myself when I say this stuff to bring stuff. Oh, it's just a map, dang it. When I say this to bring this stuff up, I feel like that particular phrase probably comes from an anime, a poorly dubbed anime too, but it probably comes from an anime. I don't watch anime, but because of my exposure that I am given via my friends, I know of that phrase for no reason other than it's just a dumb dub thing. I mean, I am on an island that has something. I'm on an island right now that has something of note, and I'm trying to find out what it is at the moment. But I guess the whole, like, anime dub... Oh, I think this is what I'm actually looking for right over here. The whole anime and dub thing that I'm talking about and, you know, dragging myself through for is like, I don't watch anime. I don't. Maybe I did back when I had more time and I watched anime just to, like... Just because there was nothing better on. I was watching Toonami at, you know... Watching Toonami at 3 in the morning or Adult Swim at 4 in the morning in my younger days. But yeah, like, watching those animes... Those are like 20, 30-year-old animes at this point. Those are things that, you know, I won't forget because they are old animes. It just gave me a rocket to do this. I know what it wants me to do. And I'll do it in a second, but let me get the other stuff handled first. Anyway. Actually, I just had a better idea. This floats. Does it float enough? Does it float enough to push this up out of the water? Come back. Attach. Why will you not attach? Will you attach up here? You'll attach on top, but not down below where it is easily as feasible. You suck. But, like, you know, I share pictures occasionally around, like, of things I have in my area, my room. And even, like, the anniversary video I put out recently of just, like... Well, yeah, the anniversary video I put out recently that was just like, hey, here is my gamer space. where I do all cool gamer things and have all my cool gamer stuff. And like, even though there's like a handful of things that are anime, admittedly there are a handful of things, there's nothing. It looks like an anime nerd's haven, but it's all from things that are adjacent to anime, if that makes any sense. Let's see. I want to get this. Well, can I just... Okay. I have an idea that probably will not work, but I'm still going to do it. Pull this up, and just wherever it will hang on. That worked way better than it should have. Also, there's some Hyrule Bastion here that I might steal in a second here. But I do find it funny that, like, I am basically that person who does not touch this genre, yet if you look around my area where I live and what I do in my spare time, you'd be like, oh, you obviously watched insert show here, and watch insert other show here, and it's just like, no, I don't. Okay. So I have an idea that's going to make this super simple. This won't work if this idea does not work if you're just coming up here for the first time, so I'm going to give that caveat. Let me get out one of my 3 remaining hover stones. I should find out where the rest of them are. Where'd it go? Oh, there it is. Let me turn it on. Let me go ahead and just get it up here somewhere. I don't care where. Just there. That works. And then pull this up. Attach. And empty out this. Even though I don't think there is anything else in here. And that makes a nice little water fountain down the side. But yeah, there is nothing else in here, so... I wanted to say there was something related to this fountain system, so to say, that got me up higher. Maybe I am thinking of... I may have put a rocket on a shield, actually makes this easier. But yeah, there is definitely something up there. So, Zonai devices, I have plenty of rockets. But yeah, that's the... that is actually the solution of what you want to do, I want to say. I want to say that is the solution. If you want to get... Excuse me. I wish to say that that is the solution if you want to get those wooden treasure chests without having to dig underwater, but is to... Well, you can get those wooden chests without having to do other things. Dang it, it's an old map. You can't get at those wooden chests by just pulling them out like you've seen me do. But I kind of went through the rigmarole because I wanted to say there was something else there. Now, is there a launcher on that island? Launcher. Yes, there is a launcher, actually. You can tell I'm getting a little hyper, and I can already tell I am being a little hyper, and probably pretty soon going to have a crash from caffeine overdose, because guess what I do shortly before I record a lot of times. But I love how that conversation went from... I love how that conversation went in so many different directions, and nobody could, like, pinpoint where the next stop was going to be on it, even myself. And all of it, to say, it came from... It all started with you talking about, oh yeah, I watched the Sonic battle task for, like, a few minutes. No, it's not up. Let's see. The thing is not up higher, so it tells me it's... Oh, there it is. So, that is... We're going to make a couple jumps here, but... would it be fast? No, not at this point. It would not be faster. But I'm still going to put a pin here. For the next place we'll go after this. Until we get a piece of armor, I'm not going to leave this island, because I'm pretty sure this is what it's... This is one of the islands that has one of the pieces of armor we're looking for. But let's go ahead and set this to camera. Alright, I don't have the full set on because it's too cold for me to have the full set on. Because of course why would I be able to have the full set on? Razin frazzin colder when you rise up in the air, razin frazzin. What? What do you mean nearby down? What do you mean nearby down? What do you mean by that? Anyway, I'm just going to get this really quick. If it falls down, maybe I'll actually follow it down. Not all of these tablets in the skies will fall to the ground, but some of them do. Alright. Okay, game. You've got my attention. I am tracking treasure chest. What do you mean by nearby down? Okay, well, for one, I think it's talking about a treasure that's in the cave that respawned. But two, we are next to a Korok, so let's see what we got here. Overthought it. It's not in the upper part, it's in the lower part. Okay, but that aside, it's... Yeah, the treasure chest is talking about, I think, is inside the cave right next to us here. I'm not going to be triggered by caves again, so I'm going back up here. So I am kind of on options other than this island over here for where the treasure may be. But that treasure may also be... The treasure that I'm looking for, mainly a piece of gear, may also... You know, I may have to look a little more deeper into it. Purple? No, blue. Dark blue, even. So I think the island is... Oop, shoot. Well, it'll be fine. I can course correct. The island I'm looking at, it should be right over... there somewhere. It's over in this direction. Yeet. Is it shrouded by fog right now? I know it's over here because I can see it on the map. Is it in that cloud? Chase the cloud. And this is where I look up and get upset. Okay. So I think I know how to get to that island. And I could probably like pilot a boat over to it, but I think it's literally just to take one of these and get it up. Get it up and over. Now, I'm going to get it up a little bit higher first before I start putting a fan on it and blowing myself over the direction. Actually, I'll probably put the whole ensemble on it now I think about it. So let's get out a fan, which I probably have well, not an overabundance of, but a fan and a steering column. Oh, thank goodness didn't take them out. So let's go ahead and put this fan on the back. Yeah, like this. And the steering column, I guess just kind of everywhere, but let's just make it usable. And let's pilot our way over here. This is the only way I feel like you should be able to get up to this island at this point. And hopefully this island doesn't start disappearing, because like even a Skyview tower doesn't get it all the way up here. While we're getting up here, I should say that there are there's a handful of things I should say. One, if you are running out of battery, you can stop at any point and recharge your battery on the climb up. You can stop at any point and recharge your battery on your climb up, and it will actually like just keep you floating there. So don't worry about that part. But the sorry. Getting up here, I need to close all the windows. I'm getting distracted. Oh yeah, I was saying, so there are, not exactly in the exact corners, but in the four corners of Hyrule are these islands that are basically major battle spots, and they will probably have a Gleeok. And I will tell you from personal knowledge, this one right here does have a King Gleeok on it. So if you didn't get one picture of it, there's another one available. Now, most of the times, from my recollection of doing these particular doing these particular fights, the reward that drops from it is usually, and I do mean usually, it could be a sage as well. Usually it is a sage as well, but sometimes it may also be a what is it? It may also be a piece of armor. Something's breaking. What is... You're kidding me. No way. Well, I have an idea. I gotta make this work fast, and hopefully I use the correct material. It's gonna... No, it's not. It's not. It's gonna be fine. It will work in time. This is very much a panic moment, so you have to forgive me while I minorly panic. Where is my dirigible? Dang it! No! No! Damn it! Damn it! Damn it! Damn it! Well, this isn't quite the way you can do it. I actually have found a better way, but you'll have to wait till next time to see what that method is. Everyone, I do want to thank you all so much for watching this episode, and I hope to see you next time. Take care.